Welcome to Horror Movie Mavens, and thanks for joining us. Before we jump into the review, which I'm very excited about, I'd like to notify all of our Horror Movie Mavens listeners that it's a review podcast, which means it inherently will contain spoilers for the movie selection of the week. Films in the horror movie genre often contain adult themes, graphic language, and some images that can be shocking to some of our more sensitive listeners. To best enjoy Horror Movie Mavens podcast, you should have probably already have seen the movie or watched it in the past and maybe spruce up your knowledge, especially if you've never seen the movie before. Then, click play on us and enjoy the ride. Without further ado, let's enjoy some Horror Movie Mavens. Hey everybody, and welcome to Horror Movie Mavens. I'm your host with most Badluck Bill here to guide you through our movie experience today. It's I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's not a statement, that's the title of the movie. Episode 31 of Horror Movie Mavens. And joining me to get into this thing, to dissect our feature presentation, is a man who needs no further introduction. It's the return, the glorious return of Murderious Mike. Murderious Mike, how the heck are you, pal?
Doing well, sir. How's everything on your end?
We're good. We're good. We're spooky and we're scary and we're creepy and we're kooky and we're all types of things. And keeping me kooky and sort of on the rails today, hopefully, is the Immortal Dr. J. He's also returning. The Immortal Dr. J, how the hell are you?
Wonderful. Thanks for the invite, and hopefully I can live up to that intro, Bo.
Yeah, man. I know you will. And if you don't, I'm just going to edit it right the hell out.
Nice.
It's I Know What You Did Last Summer, 1997's rated R slasher / teen comedy. Yeah, right. Teen horror out of Columbia Pictures. I saw I Know What You Did Last Summer with my grandmother in 1997 at a movie theater named Hoyt Cinema in Fishkill, New York. And that was a million years ago. Did you guys see I Know What You Did Last Summer in the movie theater?
Yes.
You did?
It may be another one of my now, famous false memories, but I'm pretty sure I saw it with T, actually.
Wow.
Murderious
Is that a fact,
Mike?
Murderious Mike?
I was going to say, I think we did see that many moons ago.
My
memories
what was the candy that you had?
Time? Probably Sour Patch Kids.
Okay. Is that your go-to, Sour Patch Kids?
Sour Patch Kids, popcorn. I've been a fan of Raisinets, too, which I know people, scoff at, but...
No, well, as long as you don't say good and plenty, we're friends still.
We're good. And
okay,
plenty.
Good. All right. Okay. Do you prefer popcorn with butter, that synthetic butter, or do you just go straight raw dog popcorn?
Little bit of butter.
Little bit of butter.
You
Synthetic
need the butter, man.
You gotta
need
have
the
it.
butter.
I agree. I'm with you.
If you told me something otherwise, I'd be like, we're ending this because you're an
And
alien.
recording.
Yeah.
Well, you can't have too many pumps of it, because then it pools on the bottom, and it's just
know.
like soup.
And it's pure microplastics, too. I mean, it's not real butter.
No.
There's nothing actually butter or natural about what's going on in that bucket. The runtime of the movie is an hour and 41 minutes long. I found it to be pretty short. It's almost an hour and a half movie. I don't know if that was just based on the fact that they had nothing left to tell us, or if it just was designed that way. I thought it was
Well, in terms of
short.
content, it's like a half hour, but
exactly. In terms of dialogue, certainly, and we'll get into that in a second. The poster of the movie is the gang in blue. That would be our four main characters, and the fisherman hookman guy in red, and everybody's making their best sexy Hollywood face. All of our main characters are here: Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Ryan Felipe, and Freddie Prinze are all in on the cover. And I'm going to have to pick a lane and choose the name of the bad guy. I guess I'm just going to go with Fisherman? Hookman? What do you guys think about it? What should I call this fucker every time I talk about him?
I like Hookman.
Hookman? Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna write that down right here so I don't fucking forget it. Hookman, because I kind of like that too. Hookman. Murderous Mike. Is he Hookman or is he Fisherman or is he Gordon's Fisherman or is he the scary Slicker Man? What the hell is he?
We're going with Hookman.
Hookman. Okay, I'm into it too. What did you guys think? Oh no, hold on. I have the tagline still. That's the movie poster. The tagline. He's got him on the hook. Huh.
Boo.
It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
Yeah,
that's
great.
not even a dad joke. That's just like dads across the country cringe when you say that out loud.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. I did have my skin turn like goosebumps on me. Not in a good way, in the least good way possible. Murderous Mike, you booed. Is this poster and tagline, does this not do it for you?
I mean, let's be real. The first thing you see is not the tagline on that poster.
No, it is not. What is the first thing you see when you look at that poster?
The talent.
Yeah. Oh, the talent, indeed. And we're not talking about Ryan Felipe either.
The cast of Scooby-Doo.
It's basically the cast of Scooby-Doo. You're right.
It's going, and when you see the poster, and you're like, okay, this has vibes of Scream. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
And that's what gets you. Like that's how they get you in. That's how they hook you in.
That's exactly what they wanted to do too. The original trailer of the movie described Kevin Williamson and the movie from the creator of Scream in '96. Miramax owners of Scream successfully sued Columbia Pictures for false advertising, and the phrase was removed from the trailer. So Kevin Williamson did write Scream, and Kevin Williamson also wrote I Know What You Did Last Summer. This was basically the marketing at least was trying to get you to go see this based on the fact that Scream was such a colossal hit, and only 1 year later, I Know What You Did Last Summer comes out. Successful, I think, at least for our age group, because I know everyone was hot off of Scream and wanting to see the next crazy thing in regards to horror movies. I Know What You Did Last Summer sort of was perfect timing for the movie studio, at least. When you first saw the movie Immortal Dr. J, were you like, wow, this is just like Scream, or were you kind of in a way disappointed, or do you remember what the hell your thought process was?
Well, I mean, at the time, I really was not a mature moviegoer, and I was kind of really just along for the ride. I wasn't like too psyched about the movie. I wasn't, disappointed either by the same token. But like, I don't know if maybe I found something that was like taken down or whatever. But I looked before this just for the movie poster to kind of remind myself, and I actually found one that says on the top, "From the writer of Scream." And then
so they didn't successfully.
No, and even worse, it gets worse. Underneath the title of the movie, toward the bottom, it says, "quote in quotes, more laughs and chills than Scream." End quote.
Scream.
And like, first of all, that's horseshit.
Categorically false.
Like, I don't think there was a single laugh in this movie, and there certainly aren't more chills. But
no, the laughs is laughable. I found this movie devoid of any humor,
right?
And which Scream did have some funny lines in it too. This movie was written by, like I said, Kevin Williamson and a person named Lois Duncan. And Williamson wrote the script before his screenplay for Scream, if you can believe that, but it was unable to get it sold. Following the big screen success of Scream, Columbia Pictures immediately bought I Know What You Did Last Summer and produced it to capitalize on the newfound horror success of that Scream, that moment in time where all these teen slashers started popping up again, it's a good time, man. I really did enjoy that, and I do enjoy this movie too, because I don't want to think that everything is negative, but it's got its pitfalls too. This movie is directed by Jim Gillespie, and I'll tell you, Jim Gillespie does not appear to direct anything else in that I'm aware of or of note So this is a one-off for Mr. Gillespie.
Farewell, Jim.
Farewell, fair winds and following seas. It's starring Jennifer Love Hewitt as Julie, Sarah Michelle Gellar as Helen, Ryan Felipe as Barry, and Freddie Prinze Jr. as Ray. And I do remember this being like, these kids are going to be the future of Hollywood, right? I kind of thought that like these are like kids my age, which they're not in my age group, but like, you know, in my brain as a middle schooler going into high schooler, I'm going, I'm going to be as cool as these kids. Did anyone else have a crippling crush on Jennifer Love Hewitt, or are you all more Sarah Michelle Gellar fans?
I had a pretty decent sized crush on her, for sure.
Yeah, on Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah. You know, Sarah Michelle Gellar, very attractive young woman as well. But yeah,
Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
big time,
and many things. I mean, Cruel Intentions. She did. This is the summer of Sarah Michelle Gellar. She plays Helen in this movie. She also does Scream 2, which comes out in '97, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer debuts in '97 as well. So it's a hell of a year for Sarah Michelle Gellar. And yeah, like Dr. J said, she's incredibly talented and attractive. I know that Freddie Prinze Jr. was in She's All That and Scooby-Doo right around this same time. Scooby-Doo more in the 2000s. And then Ryan Felipe is in Crash, also in Cruel Intentions as well. And I believe... who's
Dude, he did Way of the Gun. That is a sick movie. If you haven't seen it, like, honestly, Bill, you would love it.
Way of the Gun.
With Benicio del Toro. They star as like almost like hitmen. They kidnap somebody and try to ransom her off. It's one of the best shootout movies ever. Sorry, I know that's not what this podcast is about, but I really like Way of the Gun.
Still, that's interesting because I think I've heard of that movie. Leave it to Immortal Dr. J to give me some random curveball of a movie because you always love these off the beaten path movies.
Yeah.
13th Warrior, Way of the Gun. I'm like, Way of the Gun? I did not have that on my bingo card. But yeah. I will say, I'm going to take a look at that because, God dang it, if it's so highly touted, that's what I want. That's the kind of movie I want to see.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Ryan Felipe because like he's a talented actor and like by all accounts he's a good-looking dude. So it's like the world was your oyster, sir. Maybe like you hang it up because you got sick of it. I don't know. I don't know either. Get it.
I kind of don't know what happened to this cast because we don't really see anybody anymore. Jennifer Love Hewitt is on television now a lot, and I don't know where the fuck Sarah Michelle Gellar is.
I think
Prinze Jr. He's doing stuff with like wrestling now, if you can believe that.
I didn't know that. I am under the impression that Freddie Prinze Jr. actually married Sarah Michelle Gellar.
That's a very good assumption. I don't know if they're still together or not because I don't really follow them like that, but I think they are.
Well, Buffy was just so successful. Like they're filthy rich. I mean, that is like, you know, among nerds, that's regarded as like one of the best sci-fi series of all time.
Yeah.
It's like up there with like Battlestar Galactica and whatnot. I personally, it was all right. I never was really like a Buffy fan, but like there are legions of Buffy fans out there.
You're absolutely right. And not to call Afterlife Alley a nerd, but she is one of these Buffy people. I never watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but she's like all about that life. So, Murderous Mike, where did the cast go?
Beats me.
Where did they go? Did they just die, or what? Their careers have puttered out here in 2026, haven't they?
I feel like, yeah, the Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie, like they got married at some point, and I feel like that they just kind of like went off the acting path and just went down more,
did their own thing.
They did their own thing. The other dude, though, I have no idea. That's a great point because he was doing really
a big star
well
for a minute,
and then
wasn't he?
Just went off the radar.
He did. And speaking on Freddie and Sarah, as we'll call them, despite being a part of the main cast and appearing in many scenes together. The characters Helen and Ray, that's Prince Jr. and Geller, only speak to each other twice. The line is Ray, "How did you know that?" And Helen says, "Missy said there'd be a friend named Billy Blue." That's an hour and 2 minutes into it. That's one
They're
of the
such
lines
good
they
friends.
say. That's the line they say to each other. Despite that fact, the two barely interacted on screen. Sarah Michelle and Freddie Prinze became good friends while meeting on the film, and later fell in love and married, and walked off into the sunset together. So go figure. Two lines creates a marriage worth of memories. So there you have it. The film was, as far as I could tell, and I didn't have any information to refute it, is filmed in Southport, North Carolina, and that's where it was based in as well. Some of the road scenes were filmed in California because they needed more windy, hilly type roads. The kill count. How many people died in this movie?
Oh. Off the top of my head, maybe like 6.
Murders
I was thinking 8.
8. The number that I have here is 6.
Nice.
But I have a feeling it might be wrong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign Murderous Mike due to your name and your name only. Can you keep a tally every time I say moment of silence?
Sure.
So we can fucking proof this thing, because I gotta be honest. Half the time, when I do my notes for a movie, I'm taking what the internet says for gospel, and I've been led down a path of. I mean, So Startled Sassos has literally called me out a dozen times for being wrong, and more often times than not, he is correct that I got my number fucking flat wrong. So we're gonna do it that way, I think. The budget of the movie was $17 million to make. I Know What You Did Last Summer in '97. What did it make? What do you think? How do you think it did in the box office? The Murderous Mike. Where are we at here, money wise?
How much did it cost to make it?
$17 million.
They made a cool 25.
25. Okay. In U.S. and Canada or worldwide, you think?
U.S.
US,
I was thinking
25.
local, because I'm thinking it peaked and then dropped.
Okay.
That's my theory.
Okay. I like that. How about you, Dr. J? What do you think?
I think it did well. I think it probably capitalized on all that marketing and just, the scream good vibes. I'm gonna guess 65 million.
65 for U.S. and Canada? Or for
Yeah.
worldwide?
I would go U.S. and Canada 65.
Okay.
I feel like everybody saw it. I don't know.
And you were almost on the dot. $72.5 million for U.S. and Canada.
Wow.
Worldwide, it made $125.5 million. That's a hit.
Yeah.
We got a hit on our hands. There was a lot of money in '97, and the film only took 50 days to shoot. So if you can believe 50 days, you get 125 million. That's good. That's good payday. And it did spawn sequels, and those sequels are much, much, much worse than this movie. I mean, just terrible. I think the second one, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, they go to like Cancun or some shit.
Yeah.
And, like the hook man is running around trying to kill him out there now.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Not great.
What I didn't see more recently, they have like I think it's a Netflix series, and they've got like all sorts of stuff. I accidentally rented some remake of this as I was like prepping for today. I didn't watch it yet, but
so they just put out an I Know What You Did Last Summer, I believe.
Okay.
And it still has our two surviving characters in it, Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt, and it's not a reboot, and it's like a loose sequel of like another group of kids also hits somebody. and try to cover it up, and like Ray is still like an old fisherman in a town that's like exactly like the town we're going to talk about right now. And then they like go and find Jennifer Love Hewitt. So I don't know. I have yet to see that movie just because I have such a low interest level, and I'm kind of loyal to the originals. But I don't know. I think I might. I think I might go and see that just based on the fact that, I mean, why the fuck not? I don't know. Do you have any interest in seeing a movie that is described the way I described it, Murderious Mike, or no?
Nah.
You've had enough.
I've had enough.
He's had enough. I've had enough of this shit already. 20 minutes into this fucking podcast, and I've had enough of this shit.
All right. Great talking with you guys. See y'all later. We're done.
Bye-bye.
Boy. All right, well, listen. Let's get into it. What do we think?
Dive in.
I think it's a good idea. I think we should finally broach the topic of I Know What You Did Last Summer. Like I said, it's a Columbia picture, and we roll into this movie with a cover of Summer Breeze, a grunge cover of Summer Breeze Makes Me Feel Fine. And it's very like ominous and low toned. And I was like, this is the strangest cover of a upbeat happy song that I've ever heard in my life. That covers two of our songs on this soundtrack, or two covers. One is Hush, which was actually a pretty good cover, and it was featured on the trailer, and I kind of like that remake personally. But Summer Breeze covered in a grunge sound to start. Murderous Mike, is that a good way to start the movie on such a low tempo song?
It fits.
I don't mind the song, but man, it is fucking dreary, if anything.
Yeah. I think they're really trying to set the tone before anything even happened. So I get it. I see why they did it.
And it's the subject matter too. Summer Breeze. I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's a thread here. We're pulling on the string. The camera rolls into a shoreline. It's windy. It's got the crashing waves. There is a portion of this cast that we did not talk about. Johnny Malicki plays Max, and he's known for lots of stuff, and we'll talk about that when we get there. Bridget Wilson is in this movie. She was Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat.
Wow.
Anne Heche is in this movie as well. This is post her relationship with Ellen DeGeneres. There's this cast in general, not just our main players, but like even the tertiary characters, it's a pretty decent cast, and I was kind of impressed by that looking back, and I'm like, hey, is that Anne Heche? Like, what the hell is she doing here? And it is Anne Heche. Go figure. Yes, we are on a shoreline on a windy, windy road. A lonely, lonely man is on the edge of the cliffs doing some drinking, spinning something like, I guess what is that, Dr. J? What the hell is he spinning? I think it says I love you on it, doesn't it?
I don't remember that, and I just watched this thing yesterday, so, like,
Not
what?
a good indictment of the movie.
No! Like, maybe less than 16 hours ago, I watched this film, and I guess
have no recollection of what you're talking
had a
about.
really long, hard blink at that moment. I don't know.
Fucking awesome. Murderous Mike, what is that thing he's spinning? Do you remember it?
I don't remember at all either.
Wow. All right. Well, I think it's a necklace, and it has a spinning object on it. And I think what they wanted to have is every time he spins that, it creates a metallic sound. So every time you hear that metallic sound, the killer is nearby. I think that was the idea behind it. I don't think they followed through on that too well, but that's what we got.
Was it supposed to be like the dead girl's necklace?
I think so.
Yeah.
And the problem, what I was going to fucking roll into, if you guys remembered it, but I was going to say, what the hell is written on it? Because I think it says I love you, but they never really give you a good camera shot of it. So he's out on he's drinking his sorrows away, this fella on the cliffs, and we redirect our attention to Southport, North Carolina. It's July 4th, ? Because they never really identify it. But fireworks are going off. We've got a parade. There's a festival of lights. And there's a beauty pageant actively happening as we join our main characters. From the balcony, we've got our friends throughout this entire movie. Ray is kind of a local kid, a fisherman, or a kid of a fisherman. Barry is the cocky rich kid football player. Julie is the brains of the operation. She's up in the balcony as well. They're all looking down on Helen, our friend, the beauty. Set up this thing real quick. We're up in a balcony. Why aren't there like 1 million people up in this balcony? That's the first thing I thought. Why is this only reserved for 3 loner kids watching their friend become the beauteous, winner of this thing? I thought that to be odd. Obviously, main character energy, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought the whole thing was a little weird. I mean, it feels like I kind of just wrote it off as like, oh, this is a really small town.
Really? Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
They're watching from their perch as Helen is saying her her pageant things about how she's going to New York to become a big movie star. There's a very strange line between the 2 male characters in the balcony talking about Helen's boobs and how great they look in front of Jennifer Love Hewitt. For me, this comes off on awkward on a lot of different levels because isn't Ray supposed to be with Julie? So then if Ray is with Julie and these 2 guys are talking about the other girl's rack, isn't that an issue? Isn't it widely frowned on?
I agree, but I think this is just a classic example of that I know what you did last summer famous humor.
They just killed it all, didn't they?
Yeah,
They didn't just kill all of our main characters, they killed all them lines too. So, Murderious Mike, is that the sign of the times, or are we just more, I guess, cognizant of the fact that, like, I don't remember other dudes talking about other dudes' girlfriends' racks in front of their girlfriend. I don't remember that, but is that something that was happening in '97 potentially?
Not that
we would know because we were talking about anybody's rack, but
right.
I mean, from your time as when you in your more formidable years, was this something that you would do? I never remember that.
No, I don't. Like, who talks about another dude's, girls, anything like that? Like,
in front of their girlfriend as well.
Right.
So there's like multiple levels of asshole here.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like there are people that do that, but it's really inconsistent with these characters. Like,
Agreed.
These are rich kids. They're not, trash bags. They're not, I don't know.
You would think there'd be a little more decorum, but maybe, you know what? Dr. J, you're probably right. This is more common than I'm making it out to be. Although I wish it not to be the case. But
yeah, it's in poor taste.
It's a little bit. Helen is going to win the beauty contest eventually, and issued her crown, the Queen of Little Miss Croaker, something like that is the name of the award that she get. Is Anchors Away plays in the background, the old Navy hymn. She is the most beautiful in Southport. Congratulations, Sarah. She's going to walk away with that crown, and we see that crown We're gonna cheer from the balcony. Our friends are going to absolutely lose their ever-loving mind that she won. And Barry, I felt his acting choice here for Ryan Felipe, he's going absolutely berserk in that balcony. A little bit too much, over the top, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, he's not a likable guy, like nothing really about him. Like his character.
Look at me. He's screaming, "Look at me" from the balcony.
Yeah.
Basically. Murderious Mike, did you know anybody like this in high school?
Well, I don't think so. No one comes to mind immediately, but I'm sure if I think back, I could probably pick somebody.
Boy, I think I could probably pick a few, but
I could probably guess at who those few might be.
You probably could. The rich guy football player routine. That's I can see that in my high school for sure. The guy that can do no wrong, no matter how wrong they do. afterwards, there's a 4th of July / after party type scenario. And there's going to be a little shindig out in the street, almost a block party, if you will. The band is playing, everyone's drinking and being merry, and Helen and Julie are besties, right? Julie wants to be a lawyer. Helen is going to tell her all she needs to do is do the do. She needs to keep that hair just perfect, just so. If you're going to be a lawyer in a big highfalutin town, is it all about the do, Dr. J?
It's a very small piece of it, Bill.
But critical.
It's an important detail, but it's not going to get you. It's not going to get you seated where you want to go. Yeah.
It's not going to get you a seat at the table,
No.
just based on strictly the do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, so you're wrong, you motherfucker. What's her name, Helen? You're wrong. So we meet one of our friends here at the party. We're going to meet lots of people. Well, lots, I guess, 2 or 3. So Elsa is Helen's sister, who's going to be a bitch the entire movie. That's her whole character.
Yeah.
That's played by Bridget Wilson Sampras, hyphenated name. She's actually married to Pete Sampras, the tennis player.
Wow.
She did Billy Madison. She did Mortal Kombat. Kind of a 90s icon in a way. It's funny that she's just thrown in here because she does have some acting credit to her name at this point in the game.
I mean, I was a Mortal Kombat fan, so I dig her.
Blade, right?
Yeah, I dig her for her contribution to that movie. But
I liked her in Billy Madison too. The hot chick that helps Billy defeat the evil guy.
Yeah,
Not too shabby.
I was cool with her. She did kind of annoy me at one point in this movie. We'll get to it, I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to get to all of it. We also meet Max, and Max is obviously another local character who has a thing for Julie. That's his whole character. It's played by Johnny Galecki, which I mentioned before, The Big Bang Theory fame, Roseanne, also in Christmas Vacation as well. Johnny Galecki, out of nowhere, not really all that famous yet, but is he? What is his character supposed to be? Is he supposed to be a tough guy? What the fuck? I thought he got pushed around, but then like he's always
really
a tough
confusing.
Guy. When people leave, he's tough. I guess.
Yeah. I thought the same thing, man, and I was literally thinking that last night as I was watching this thing. I'm like, what? It's confusing. I kind of felt like he was some guy who's just always on the outside, not wealthy, resentful of wealthy people, but like he didn't even seem to like what's his name?
Ray.
Yeah, he didn't even like Ray.
Not all that wealthy guy.
And I didn't get that. He just seemed like a really bitter fucker, you know?
Yeah, very, very angry young man. Most likely because he has no shot at getting Julie,
right?
Who's the source of his affection. She's out there with her low-cut top, and he's trying to offer her a shot, and there's nothing doing, man. She's not interested. The body language is all off, and our buddy Barry is going to run in and grab that shot away from the tray, do the shot, and then push him down. So it's very odd that he sort of like wants to fight Barry, who we see him as he's supposed to be like a football player badass type.
Yeah.
But and like Max, I guess, is supposed to be like a nerd, but he's not a nerd because he wants to like fight. He's like showing a willingness to fight, which nerds often do not show a willingness to fight. I don't know what the hell is going on here, Murderous Mike. What's going on here?
He's just trying to be a badass.
He's trying to be a badass. Well, he has failed. Ray the Fisherman, he looks gigantic compared to the rest of the cast. I guess Freddie Prinze Jr. must be a tall guy. Either that or everybody else is fucking tiny. In comparison to Barry, and he's also tall in comparison to Max, why is Barry the one defending Ray's girlfriend? Is beyond me. You would assume that Ray could defend his own girlfriend, and he's twice the size of Max. I don't know what the hell is happening here, so we'll move on. No sorries offered, by the way, as we leave our little festival of lights. As Max gets tossed to the ground, they go to the beach, and Julie says no sorries or anything. She just says bye. Bye-bye, loser. Basically, right?
Eat a dick.
See you never.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to Dawson's Beach, which is a reference to Dawson's Creek, if you can believe that.
Oh.
The group goes to Dawson's Beach, and the show, the 1998 show Dawson's Creek, was also written by Kevin Williamson, the writer of this movie. So go figure. Everything is Dawson. Everything's coming up Dawson here. Did you guys ever watch Dawson's Creek?
I watched 15 minutes of an episode, and that was good enough for me.
Yeah, that's all. We're all set.
Yeah. Curiosity sated.
Don't need to drink any more of that, sister. We're good.
No, the water's not to my taste.
So we're at the beach, and we've built ourselves a fire, and we're going to sit around and do a little urban legend telling here. We exchange a story about a boy and a girl making out, and the boy goes to take a leak or something and never comes back. The whole bloody hook in the door routine, or he's hung upside down and dripping on the roof of the car, causing the girl to get out and also get killed. There's a whole lot of urban legends that are sort of based on this one particular story. Murderious Mike, what is your recollections of the urban legend portion of your life? It's an old folklore type thing. I used to make stuff up. I mean,
well, yeah. I mean, like the only one that comes to my mind is when me, and our old friend Sam went to that pond in the neighborhood to find
the Girl Scout camp.
The Girl Scout camp.
Yeah.
And then you and I did hear a chuckle behind us when we were leaving.
Chainsaw or something, right?
Maybe
I thought I heard a chainsaw. So, the only urban legend that I am frequent to tell is of the call for the babysitter who's over the house, and the call is coming from within the house, right? That's one of the urban legends that I recall off the top of my head. Urban legends, according to Ray, are American folklore, and I feel like Ray comes off as very odd, dude. The whole movie, I'm like, is this fucking guy the killer or what? Because he comes off like kind of a fucking weirdo in my estimation. He sits there at the campfire with a bunch of his friends, and he's like playing it like he believes that urban legends are fact. And he's like married to that. Like, he's not backing off that this is all shit that happened in real life, and that urban legends are all based on something that, actually did occur. Kind of like a wide-eyed weirdo is what I have in my notes. What the hell is he? What is Freddie Prinze Jr. playing this as? Does anybody have any thoughts on that? Like, what the hell is his character? Is he supposed to be like the red herring? Is that the idea?
I think it is. I mean, at one point they definitely want you to, consider him. But I don't know. Like, he doesn't really make much sense. Like he really doesn't, because he's, got all these things going for him, but he doesn't really go anywhere, and he just kind of like looms around in the background. And
he's
then
like a fucking ghost.
Yeah, he says these weird things, and actually, like, I was kind of excited about that conversation, because I'm thinking, like, oh, maybe this is gonna be kind of like Scream, where you kind of flirt with breaking the fourth wall, and you do different things. But no, it did
not occur.
Yeah,
unfortunately, it probably would have been a better movie, actually.
Yeah.
All right, so you know what? I think we all remember this point in our lives. Big dreams. We've got big plans. We got a future ahead of us. We've got the summer before they all go off to college. Helen is going to be a TV/movie star. She's going to New York. Barry is going off to play football and eventually going to play for the Cowboys, apparently, according to them in their little chit-chat back and forth. Yes, we're going to stay together forever. And Julie's going to Boston to learn how to do all that lawyering talk. Ray is apparently also going to New York, I guess, and is going to go do something unnamed. I don't know if they even identified what the hell he's supposed to have been doing. I guess, Julie and Ray are going to play hide and go seek on a wide open beach, which I don't really quite understand. I don't know where one hides on a beach, but jumps at Julie, and we're gonna have a goodbye bang on the beach as well. Ray and Julie, sad saying goodbye. Oh, how heartfelt of a moment. He says to her, "Are you sure?" Does that mean Julie's a virgin?
I kind of got that feel,
Are you sure?
Yeah, like it definitely seemed like their first and last time. You know?
Yeah.
So
obviously, it wasn't all that impressive because there was no follow up as well. So, Murderious Mike, is she? I guess that is right.
Sounds right.
Sounds right. I don't know.
It was a little spontaneous for it to be like the first time, but
I thought so too. And these two are obviously very into each other, right? Jennifer Love Hewitt playing it to the gills with that giant-eyed smile that she's got, and Freddie Prinze acting like a wooden oak tree. Just a fucking piece of wood.
Driftwood, man.
He's just staring at it.
Not even oak. You know, like you can't build shit with that wood. That's a bullshit wood.
Yeah, it's bullshit. I agree with that. So after the quick bang in the beach, Barry and Helen are seen kind of battling over keys. Do not drive drunk, and so Ray is going to take the keys. And there's this macho kind of moment where this is my car. Nobody drives my car. Okay, cool. Now you get in the back, and she says, Helen says to Barry, in order to lure him in the back, you can do stuff to me, whatever that means. Winding road is where we're going to drive. Barry, who kind of sucks. He's kind of a dick throughout the entire movie. Puts on loud music, goes out of the sunroof with his bottle of, I'm guessing, liquor. I thought it was wine at the beginning of the scene, but it might have changed up. And he is going to be, partying out of that sunroof. Winds up dropping the bottle inside of the cab of the vehicle, which is super appropriate for somebody who pretends to care so much about their vehicle and the cleanliness of it. This distracts Ray to the point where he hits something and never sees the goddamn thing that he hits.
Yeah.
Which is ironic, if nothing else, because he's supposed to be the sober one, right? So they end up hitting something, and the something that they hit rolls up and over, hitting Barry out of the sunroof, getting blood like all over this fucking kid. The hit doesn't break any of the headlights, which I found curious, and spins the car completely around on the opposite side of the road now. So pretty huge motor vehicle accident. Barry is apoplectic, to say the least. So he gets out of his car, and he's got blood all over. It's not my blood. It's not my blood. It's whatever they hit's blood, right? So did they hit an animal? Did they hit I guess an animal or an animal? So we don't know. We don't know what happened. Was it a bird? Was it a deer? Was it a plane? What was it? So we go out and we investigate. And what we do is we find a boot in the road, which would lead you to believe that possibly, unless deer are wearing boots, you hit a person. So this scene is very jankily put together because they all get out of the car and they're all having this little powwow of talking about what the hell we hit, and then Julie starts us off scream queening it all day long. I will say she's got a hell of a set of pipes on her. She does scream really, really loudly.
She can belt it.
She can belt them out for sure. Further investigation reveals there is a body in the road. Ray checks the pulse. I think he's dead, which just means he has no ability to check a pulse, I guess.
Yeah.
Because the fucker is alive.
Which it's the first hard evidence we have that Ray sucks.
Old wooden Ray can't check a fucking pulse to save his life. So a scheme is hatched. I was physically excited when I'm watching this scene and knowing that I have a man who understands the law on the podcast. That would be
You're up,
you.
T.
Bring it on.
What is the fucking thought process here, Scott? No one's gonna believe I wasn't drinking, or because there's booze all over the car. I guess their thought is they're gonna pin it on Barry that he was drinking. They're debating whether they drive away, a hit and run sort of a scenario. Julie is sort of more of a person who's got her head on her shoulders, kind of laying this all out to the Neanderthals that don't seem to understand the gravity of what the hell we're talking about. We're actively talking about dumping a dude over the side of the cliff to get rid of the evidence. Meanwhile, they've got blood all over him.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the hell that works. Scott, shouldn't they just call the police?
Well, I mean, 100%, especially if Ray really wasn't drinking anything. Like, if he was stone sober, then, he did nothing wrong.
Right.
I mean, this guy's in the middle of the road. It's late at night, and then he also had, somebody like pour something on him. There are some very simple tests that can prove that he was sober and didn't have anything to drink.
Test,
he didn't have to commit a felony, but he chose to do that. He was like, let's move the body, let's flee the scene, and so like it was just a series of bad decisions. But
just progressively gets dumber and dumber, especially if you consider we're going to add another little fucking weird curveball in the mix here as well. So we're all gonna fry, is what they said. What the hell does that mean? How are they all going to lose their scholarship? I guess because of pending legal action potentially.
Well,
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like that to me kind of seems like a stretch because just because you're in a car when somebody else does something wrong doesn't mean that you did anything wrong.
Right.
So really,
so is this more like solidarity? Like they're worried that Barry's going to take the hit, so they all band together and do something stupid, like move a dead body to some other location?
I guess, but like also, yeah, and like the other thing is like they are just graduating high school, so they're not super worldly, and it's just ironic because like the thing that they're worried about happening winds up happening to them anyway.
Right, that's right.
So,
yeah, so go fucking figure.
Yeah, it's like, great job, kids. You really, you had a ground ball and you somehow knocked it out of the park.
I just think it's so fucking funny, man.
Yeah.
The DNA evidence alone is literally everywhere. And Julie does mention the hit and run aspect of this thing. Julie's not going to play ball. This is your future, Julie. So Barry continuously putting pressure on the situation, and Ray appears to be going along with it almost automatically. He is almost got zero qualms at all with murder, apparently. So I don't know, like manslaughter as opposed to. I know the penalties are steep, but I mean, it would appear if it's an accident, you're still going to get some sort of a pretty steep penalty, but nothing to the point where we're trying to cover this crime up.
Yeah, I mean, it's not criminal. Like, this sort of stuff happens every day. I mean, it's awful,
right.
But like,
it is awful. Right.
It's civil, and you have insurance. I mean, or you should.
Or you should. And this rich guy's got insurance, for sure.
And then, like, there are all those weird circumstances. Like, what they did was so stupid.
It was the dumbest possible avenue that they could possibly take. So, were you surprised at the willingness of Ray to bury the evidence, Murderous Mike? Why? Just because he doesn't have a lot of money is what he said. I'm not a rich kid like you guys. I can't just get out of this. My future's in jeopardy, and so on and so forth. Were you surprised at the willingness of Ray, or is that just youth not understanding what the fuck is going on here?
Hardcore youth.
Yeah,
that's my thought.
Okay,
inexperience, not lack of like knowledge on like as Dr. J was saying, like it's especially like at that age you're just like oh fuck, and you just try to get away from the situation.
Yeah. So here comes Max. He's going to drive down the road, a car peeling up on this very windy road. How did Max not see them carrying a fucking body out from the road? Was the note that I have there. The fuck,
Wasn't
Max?
wearing his
He doesn't
glasses.
see this? It's clear as day. Barry is going to fake a throw up over the side of the guardrail where they dumped the body, apparently. And Max has got no love for Ray. Why don't you wipe that shit-eating, my shit don't stink look off of your face? God, so much disdain, Murderous Mike. What is going on?
So much hate.
So much hate. Just visceral. Golly. So Max is now an asshole. I guess who we're supposed to like is Julie, I guess. Is she supposed to seem like she's supposedly the only one that has a fucking head on her shoulders.
Yeah.
And I guess is the audience, right? That's our main character? Throughout
I
this
think
movie,
so.
I guess, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Max drives off, completely accepting the fact that they've just had an accident somehow, and there's no evidence of an accident. Other than the front end is bashed in on this kid's vehicle. So he just bounces, fuck him.
Yeah.
All right. They load up the body into the trunk. And I have down here, wow, what a bad idea. So I thought, when we were hatching this thing, I thought we were going to toss the body off of the cliff of the road that we're currently standing on. They opt instead to load the body up into the trunk and drive it down to the dock to dump it off of calm waters.
Yeah.
Why did we do that?
So that way it could wash up on the shore 30 minutes later.
Wait, what the fuck happened here? Where did we go wrong? We had a perfectly good cliff. If we're going to pick a lane, as you were, we're not going to just dump them off the side of this winding road, huh? All right,
Yeah.
well, I guess not. To the docks we go. Do you check the wallet, Murderous Mike? Do you see who this person is, or are you more in the Helen camp that you don't want to know who it is, you just hit and run?
In the moment, I probably would have, at that age, in the moment, I probably would have just done the ditch. But I think checking ID would have been a smart play.
Smarter, obviously, but you're saying in the heat of the moment, probably this is not going to come to your fucking brain, right? You're just going to be like, hurry up and get the deed done.
Yeah, especially if you're concerned that people are going to see you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a fair point, right? You're just looking to be done with it and, wash your hands of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Before we dump him, the person that we're talking about, it's not too late, she says. But isn't it really? So at the point where they drag this body down to the dock, before they dump him in, isn't it kind of too late a little bit? Haven't we fucked this pooch all the way down to the dock? Because now, if you're removing a person who you assumed is dead to a different location to do another crime, I mean, I think it's pretty much foregone conclusion. If you're going to go this far, you might as well spike the ball in the end zone. Go the whole way. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, just by moving the body, you're committing a crime. So, at least where I live.
I think where anyone lives.
Unlawful disposition of a corpse. Yeah.
That's a bad idea, I think. I don't know. So, okay, we're going to dump this fucker. The dude is alive and grabs Helen's crown as he goes in. And he kind of does the Maniac Comp hand
Yeah.
lowering in the water with the crown.
Yeah.
So, was this a good jump scare? What do we think about this jump scare? We kind of assumed he was going to be alive, right? So,
Yeah.
was this jump scare worth anything?
I liked it a little bit. I mean, it was fun just to see the reaction.
Yeah.
I wasn't like surprised in the sense that, oh my God, I couldn't believe it,
Right.
but it was still enjoyable for me.
Right, yeah. Did it scare you, Mike?
It did not. I mean,
did
it
not.
was it was expected, but it's like it's part of the formula. Like if it did not happen, I feel like it would have been more odd.
I think so too. Yeah, because even a fucking whatever, however old I am, 15, 16-year-old Bill is expecting something to happen here. So the fact that he did grab the crown and go into the drink is not a shocker to me. I kind of thought it was a little light. The movie is a little light on scares, in my opinion. I think this is one of those light scares. So it gently used, put away wet. I will say it is a decent jump scare, though, in my opinion. So Barry's got to go in and get this crown. Because this is evidence that obviously the homecoming queen or Croaker queen or whoever the fuck she is, that she was there and she was part of this whole fucking thing, right? So he's going to go in. He's going to jump in and get the crown. While he's down in this water, the eyes of this guy open up, and he wrestles the crown away from dude. Okay, his eyes opened up. This means this guy's alive, but is never discussed throughout the rest of the movie that he opened his eyes up. Wild, like it's another jump scare. Okay, so scary for the audience, yeah. But don't you fucking tell somebody that the dude's eyes opened up? What happened here?
Well,
no mention of it.
So I'm with you, but like, it's at night, it's underwater. There's no way that he would have been able to see that.
Right.
You know?
All right. So he looks dead again directly after the wrestling match. He comes up, he gives her little crown back, and that's it. We make a pact. We're never going to mention this again. This never happened. This is nothing more than a future therapist bill. Barry is decided he's going to make everyone swear a blood oath and throws Julie up against the car by her throat to make her agree.
Cool guy.
Yeah, what a cool dude. And you know,
Gentleman.
even cooler of a dude is Ray, who does nothing to defend his girlfriend.
Yeah.
So, ineffectual Ray watches Barry rough up Julie. So, he's a nice dude, and Ray is a feckless douche. Murderious Mike, who, outside of Julie, who the fuck am I supposed to like in this movie?
At this point, nobody.
Nobody, yeah, right? I mean, I guess that's the answer, is only Julie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would you hold this secret? If I had a body to bury, would you hold a secret for a year, Murderious Mike?
I mean, again, at that age, fear is the
Main
strongest,
driver.
you know. Yeah, it's the main driver here, so I'd probably say no. Because if you do, it's like you're opening Pandora's box and incriminating yourself and such. But,
Yeah, 100%. I don't think any of these motherfuckers are keeping their mouth shut.
And at this point, like most of them think, everything is done. It getting swept away.
Right. Sloppiest crime of the century, Scott?
Yeah, this is Bush League.
Bush League all day. I mean, literally DNA in the back of the truck or the back of the car.
Yeah.
DNA all over Barry.
The
fucking
vehicle's
Max saw
damaged.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, and then they just drop him off in a shallow dock water.
Yeah.
Not a good look. Not gonna fucking hold up, I don't think. So guess what? It doesn't hold up. One year later, Julie is at college. It's summer break time, and she's gonna go home. Julie, who is a 10, looks like a 6. She is bent up, man. She does not look good. The effects of holding a year's worth of secret murder in has made her look pretty haggard looking. And she's going to go home sweet home. Right off the bat, his mom asking her if she's on drugs. So, I don't know. I guess she looks like she might be on drugs. She also gets a letter in the mail with no return address. The first thing I said was, anthrax letter? But this is pre-9/11, so there is no anthrax letter yet. Go fucking figure that. That's my own personal dialogue in my head.
That's before a lot of fucking things.
You're right with that. You're right.
And for the record, it's Duke University from North Carolina.
Didn't even go to fucking Boston.
No.
Lazy.
Well, there you go. Look at you. Murderious Mike with the fucking Google search.
Yes, sir.
So, an envelope. The envelope with the little note reveals, I know what you did last summer. It's got no return address, no stamp, no postmark. Where did this come from, Mom? I have no idea. I know what you did last summer in the best handwriting I've ever fucking seen. If you got a letter like this, what's the first thing you're doing, Murderious Mike?
throwing it away.
You're throwing it away. Wow.
Okay.
What's the thought process there? I just didn't see that coming.
No, if I could receive that letter, if I were in their shoes and receive that letter, I would probably do the same thing that she did and just like start asking her inner
asking
group.
Around.
Yeah.
Okay. She's understandably shaken and freaked out by this entire thing because obviously there's only one noteworthy event that happened last summer. It's not like the day that I forgot to take the trash out. That's not what it's
Fuck your nose.
We have Julie going to find Helen at the family store. I guess Shivers is a family-run business. Helen Shivers is her name. Julie's going to go down and speak with Elsa, the sister, who's still a bitch. 1 year later, has not worked on herself at all. Can I have Helen's New York number? Haha. Helen is not in New York. Helen is behind the perfume counter. So, obviously, Helen and all of her big dreams have not panned out the way we thought they would. She shares a note, the note. I know what you did last summer. And then they turn around and go show Barry, who does not welcome them too well at his estate. What the hell are you two doing here is the line.
Yeah. What good friends.
I guess if you kill somebody and you hide their body, is that breakup material? I guess it is, right? I mean,
I feel like it. I guess it goes one of two ways. Either you're closer than ever, or you agree like we're not to see each other again. You know,
yeah. Or like trauma bond, right? I mean,
yeah.
there is such a thing as like people latching onto each other based on weird events in their life too. So who the heck knows? The cast of characters has gotten back together after a year. We're all going to sit around and talk about the note. Dismissive of the note, Barry says, big fucking deal. I actually kind of thought his lines were pretty funny here. If there is going to be a humorous side to this thing, it's not going to be Ray. It's certainly not going to be the two female leads. I guess it is Barry. The way he delivers his lines are kind of funny. We're going to reveal the fact that Julie has done her homework. David Egan was found 3 weeks after they dumped the body in an accidental drowning is what the police called it. What about Ray? Well, nobody knows. They broke up as well. Nobody knows where Ray is. His location is unknown. So the group of friends, the three at least, they get together, they put their little beans together, and they say that Max was also there. Let's go pay Max a visit. Who's the killer at this point? Who sent the note? What do we think?
I wasn't really sure. I was keeping in mind like the guy didn't seem to die. He opened his eyes, and then like Max doesn't like these people,
right?
You know, but like he did seem to like Julie, so
that's
like
right.
I it didn't make sense to me that he'd be terrorizing her, but you know, so I thought it was the guy that they tried to kill. I thought that's
so there's a huge flaw in this movie, obviously, right? So there is a whodunit aspect. It's almost completely negated if you consider the guy who they hit is still alive.
Right.
So there's obviously, we're walking a little bit of a tightrope storyline-wise. They sort of give you they want you to suspect that it could be the bitchy sister Elsa, Helen's sister, because she's like lurking in the background while Julie and her are talking in the department store. They want you to think like she hates her sister so much. Otherwise, I don't know what this character is even doing in the movie. And then later on, we introduce people that I guess might be potential suspects to be the killer. But I don't know, Murderous Mike. Who do you think the killer is? Is it just the dude we hit, or is it maybe Ray? Who the fuck is it?
With the way that they were setting things up, it felt like it was going to be like a Scream like similarity where it was going to be like Ray mimicking the original guy.
Like maybe the event sent Ray off the deep end, potentially.
Right. Because like you could feel that vibe. Like he became a fisherman, and you know he had like resentment to a degree, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
That was the vibe I got initially.
I feel like it's not like trying to bite the style of Scream, because it was written before Scream, but then because of the success of Scream, maybe it was adapted to sort of make it into a Scream clone. I don't know which is true, but I think it sort of tried to do the Scream thing, and I'm not sure about that. The whole Hee Haw gang is going to go down to the dock and take a visit, take a meeting with Max, but without the girls. So they're all going to go down there, but only Barry is going to go in. And essentially, the nice little reunion that we have turns into Barry threatening Max with an ice pick. I looked into this. It's a longshoreman's hook, I guess is what this is called. That's the appropriate name. I'm just going to call it a hook from now on. But he cuts his face with this hook and basically says, "Stop sending notes." And Max is like, "What are you on? Like, what the hell is happening here?" What? And then after he leaves, after he's done getting roughed up, Max gets up and says, "Don't test me, motherfucker." So, whatever that means. So, was the rough up job by Barry, is this effective in any way? Or what the fuck happened here? I don't think it was very good. I don't think it was a good rough up job if he's going to stand up and immediately backtalk you. Like, wouldn't you run back and, like, fucking punch him in his head?
After that, I would.
"Don't test me, motherfucker," and then he gets popped in his mouth. The irony of this whole thing is Max is supposed to be like the wimpy kid, and Barry's supposed to be the tough guy, but Barry and Max are essentially the same size, height-wise, and I think weight-wise, too. So I think it's actually a fair fight. I don't know what kind of a football player is this size, is Ryan Filippi's size, because usually football players are massive, hulking people.
Only a kicker.
Like a
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got like the kicker physique.
Was it effective, Murderious Mike? Did we get our point across?
I would say so. I mean, it got the job done. Let's put it that way.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, at least to move the story along, it got the job done.
Right.
So as we're done, he won't be bothering us anymore. The group runs into Ray. On the docks. Ray grew up to be a fisherman, is the line. He never left Southport, and he never went to New York. He has decided to learn the ways of fishing. So Ray and Julie have a little heart-to-heart, a little solo talk. And is his backstory meant to be mysterious? "You told me you don't know anything about your dad." "Well, I know my dad was a fisherman." Like, I don't know why that whole thing was in there in the script at all. Since, I guess, is it meant to be that his backstory is mysterious?
I feel like they were trying to set up, like, that he has, like, it puts doubt in your head of
like a dark past or something.
Yeah. But it just didn't work.
It did not work, no, because it literally was like a throwaway line, and I don't know that anybody would have, unless you're on the Horror Movie Mavens podcast, I don't know that anyone even fucking paid attention to that. Very odd. She basically says, "I don't hold you responsible, Ray. I just don't want to know you." Ouch. As she, like, runs off in her little flirty way. Okay, so there's no future for Ray and Julie, apparently.
That's done.
What, do we care about this? Do we care about their love? I don't
You should
either.
care about all love.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're right. You're right, Murderous Mike. You're not being very murderous today. You're being very lovely, and I love you for that. So, back behind the scenes at the fishery, Max is going to be moving some fish around, because that's what fishermen do. They move barrels of fish back and forth, to and fro. There's lots of steam going on in this back area, and Max sees something moving in the background. So he's going to look really, really hard and use his seeing eyes to look what's going on beyond this steam. And lo and behold, he gets a hook to the jaw and gets pulled over the little fish steaming workstation here. So hook underneath of the jaw, pulled over. Moment of silence for Max. That's tally number 1 for our kill count. This was a cool kill. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you. I thought this was fucking uber effective. The way he like gets lifted off the ground as the hook enters his head and everything, the whole deal. Did you guys feel the same way? First kill of the day.
100%. And yeah, I mean, like it definitely. At this point, you're like, oh, okay, it's on. It's not just like confusing, innuendo and foreboding. It's like, okay, this is the movie that we all wanted to see. Finally,
it's got some teeth here. This movie's got some teeth. I liked it. I like this fucking kill a lot, actually. And I thought if there's going to be a kill to hang your hat on, this is going to be it. Barry is going to go to the gym. He's a quarterback. He's got to work out, right? So we got a training montage with the remake of the song "Hush," "Hush, Hush" in the background. The remake of the song was cool. The montage was not cool. I did not think. That was a complete waste of time. Someone is in the gym. Like, apparently, no one else is in the gym except Barry and the fisherman, Hookman. There's like shadows all over the place as he's showering, and there's shadows in the row of lockers and the whole thing. Eventually, after a little cat and mouse through the locker room area, there's going to be a Polaroid left with a picture of Barry's car and with the back captioning, "I know." And then he steals Barry's jacket. So, big whoop-de-doo there. Who the hell is still wearing their high school Letterman jacket when you're some sort of big collegiate quarterback? We've escalated now to stealing your car. Is this intriguing at all? Are we pulling on this story along? Kind of fucking blew a flat tire for me, man. I don't really give a shit if Barry's car gets stolen. Why the hell would I care about his Letterman jacket? Fucking gives a shit.
Well, I thought the car was like kind of cool just because, at this point I'm thinking it is Hookman, who's the killer, and I'm like, oh, okay, he's giving, Barry is just desserts, now he's going to run him over, but like the jacket and all that, no.
This back and forth little cat and mouse thing, it didn't do it for me. But but Barry's going to run after his stolen car, which inexplicably just goes in reverse all the way down the road. Okay, so he chases the car. Then, because he chased the car's lights turn on, and the car chases him. So now we have a foot race. Of course, that was bound to happen, right? Doomed to get chased down by his own car. Why the hell is he running in a straight line is the note that I have here, but we're going to get past that. Barry can't outrun his own car, and he gets pushed into a billboard and a bunch of crates and shit, and gets knocked over. The Hookman gets out with his slicker and reveals himself. Barry begs for his life, and the hook is revealed, and I guess we fade to black. He passes out. The Hookman, at this stage, he looks pretty fucking menacing, and I'm thinking, we've got ourselves a villain here. This is scary, and this guy got all the looks of what a fucking a slasher villain should be, because we can't see his face. He does have the hook. He's got the weapon deal going on. Is this what we're looking for? We want more of this, don't we?
Right. Big time.
Yeah. I don't know if we're looking for more of a whodunit. We're looking for more of this. So what we do is we get a whodunit. So we go. Off to the hospital we go. Julie comes out of the elevator, wide-eyed, like crazy looking. She comes off the elevator and doesn't notice her friends are standing right next to her. We've got the whole group is going to be in the hospital room with Barry, who's all banged up. He did not get killed. I thought he had it, but he did not have it. He's got a broken arm and a bunch of friggin', contusions on his face and whatnot. Ray is accused because, aren't you a fisherman? Immortal Dr. J, why wouldn't you just go to the police at this point?
There's really no good reason. I mean, like, your life is very clearly in jeopardy at this point. It's like you are... and you've had time to, like, you're not drunk. You've had time to think about this. It's really just bad. It's like
just bad decision making at this point. I think this is a teenage pact that will not break. A plan is hatched. We're going to find him. Instead of going to the police and having all of the force of the police take over, no. We're going to go and find him ourselves. Let's go talk to David Egan's family. Murder's like, is this a good plan?
It's probably the best plan.
It's the only plan.
Well, they've already committed to this course, so you know.
Right. They took Stay the Course to a whole nother level here. So we're going to use this newfangled contraption known as the internet to find out information. Murderous Mike, what's going on with the internet here? We just type in words and it just pops up for news articles? Is that what happens in the internet?
Yeah, I mean, when you type something, it pops up immediately back in the mid to late 90s.
No research necessary, right? We just
no
Windows just
necessary.
pops up of news articles.
No dial-up speed connections, none of that.
No. Yeah, that's how the internet works.
Yep.
So with this internet, we discovered that Susie Willis 2 years ago was killed in a car wreck with David Egan was driving. And we're assuming that David Egan is the person that died that fateful day a year ago. So we were just the worst drivers on earth in this town. So Susie Willis and David Egan, they go into the drink. Susie Willis dies. This script is really, really bad. And when I say the script is bad, I mean the dialogue between these two in this computer scene is so horrible. And then the dialogue continues to be horrible in the car ride out to the Egan household. The two women go out to the Egans. Why? What the hell are they going to do when they get out there? They don't even have a fucking backup plan. They have no plan at all on why they're going out to the Egans or what kind of information they're potentially looking for. Anne Heche is just here now. It's Missy Egan, and Anne is going to look very awkward. She's going to play this thing real weird the entire time that the girls are questioning her for no reason in her house. She's going to play it like she's sort of like hillbilly girl, but also friendly. I don't know. I don't know.
It was very confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she looked like a character out of The Hills Have Eyes.
Absolutely.
And actually, like, I thought she was entertaining, and, like, not to jump too far ahead, but, like, there's a scene when, like, she surprises the two girls when they're back in their car. Like, she great jump factor and, like, very creepy startling. So, like, even though it's confusing, I liked her just in the movie. I thought, like, she was fun. I don't know. But
yeah, it definitely gave, like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes. Like,
yeah.
there's, you know, like, the blinds are all drawn, and, like, she's kind of a hillbilly. The story that they come out with on the spot is that their car broke down and they need to use her phone. So they gain access to the house that way. They wind up questioning Missy, and there's this weird jump scare where Helen, she turns and, like, runs into a fisherman slicker, and, like, everyone's standing there looking at her like, I don't know, what's her problem? David had a friend. Who's the friend? Billy Blue. Billy Blue came around when David died, right around that same time where the burial happened, and Missy was hot on him, and the whole thing. They're going to go get some information on Billy Blue. And when they get this information, they immediately beat feet out of the house. Very obvious. Be sure to come back. I don't get a lot of friends come by. So
I'm very lonely.
I'll take any friends at all. Very fucking weird to enter someone's house and then completely dress them down with questions like they did.
It was so unnatural. It was so bizarre.
So they get back in the car. There is that jump scare that Immortal Dr. J was talking about where she, like, bangs on the window out of nowhere. You forgot your cigarettes. Like, super aggressive. Very aggressive and really awkward as they drive away with her still hanging on the car.
Yeah.
Why did they do that? Why did they act this way? I don't know. But, alright. It was a good jump scare, though. So, Missy Egan, everybody. Hey, clap for Missy Egan, I guess.
Yeah.
So, Julie drops off Helen as they've got their, I guess, a lane that they're going to pick and stick with. This fucking fruitless investigation that they're doing. And it's terrible dialogue between the two. I miss you, whatever. Helen goes inside after she gets dropped off by her non-best friend. So does the fisherman. He comes in, too. The ball game is so loud. Dad's listening to the ball game downstairs. It's so loud that it drowns out any noise of the fisherman lurking around the house. Fisherman goes upstairs, and so does Helen, to Helen's bedroom, and he hides in the closet. At least that's what we're led to believe, and unbeknownst to everyone else in the house as well. Did you think she was going to die here? Because I sure the fuck did. I thought she was going to bite it right here.
Yeah.
100%, right? So, bitchy sister comes in for the jump scare. and tells, there's a information exchange. Helen is going to be in the parade tomorrow. The outgoing queen needs to be on the parade float. So she goes to bed with this guy who's still in the fucking closet. She wakes up, and all of her hair is cut off. Oh my God. This was the jump scare we wanted, right?
100%.
Smike, were the stakes never so high as when her hair got cut off? What the fuck is this?
Bro, I was terrified when I saw that.
This needed to be more, didn't it?
My gosh. Well, first of all, she just got a trim. She's still
it was actually kind of a nice haircut.
Yeah, it was an improvement. And then secondly, how does that happen without her waking up at some point during the night? Because the guy also put the crown on her head.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you not feel any of that? I don't know.
I feel this
at
is
a
like
minimum, doesn't she need to... What was this guy? Is this fisherman a stylist? What the hell happened?
Yeah.
There was no damage, no discernible damage to her hair.
No.
This screams like Scary Movie skit, where it's the murderer tries to do something and then he miraculously does a massive hairstyle with the hook. It's oh.
I was going to say the same exact thing. There was no movie more damaged by Scary Movie than this movie. Because this movie was borderline good at the time. Scary Movie shredded this motherfucker. Because if you rewatch any of those Scary Movies and they call back to this, you're like, holy shit, that's fucking true. The guy going nuts in the balcony that his girlfriend won, like that in Scary Movie is fucking hilarious, bro. That he's doing somersaults and shit and freaking out upstairs. The whole thing is fucking awesome. So, nevertheless, she wakes up, her hair is cut. The mirror has lipstick on it soon. She punches the mirror. Why does she punch the mirror? What the fuck is that gonna do? That does nothing.
Yeah.
I guess out of fear?
I don't know. I thought it was stupid and gratuitous.
Just dramatic
yeah.
for the movie, I guess. So, all right. Julie's going to run right over because Helen calls Judy her non-best friend, and she's going to run right over. So on her way over, she hears some noises coming from her trunk. What in the world is happening here? So she pulls over. I have to say, before we go any further, not a step further, her top is putting in work. That's all I'm going to say. Just going to leave that there. Leave that right there.
It's the only thing holding up the movie.
holding up more than the movie, my friend. So, I'm going to say, she gets out. The trunk, she pops it. It's filled with crabs and Max. Okay. So, I guess, the fisherman was very busy last night. He was doing style work for the hairstyles work. He's running around putting crabs in, dead bodies, the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Busy night.
Busy night. Busy fucking day. So she gets her friends. They're going to go look, okay? Helen, Barry, our girl Julie. They're all going to go back to the car. They pop the trunk. There's no sign of anything. No crabs, no body. How the fuck is that even possible?
It's not. It's really not, because we're talking about a 2-minute window, and there must have been 60 crabs in there, a 180-pound corpse minimum, and then not only is all that stuff gone, but the trunk looks like Rent-A-Car just cleaned it out for the next customer. It looks pristine.
How many fishermen were there to help him? It's a whole crew.
Yeah.
Inexplicable. This is the whole movie's crescendo, is it not? What are you waiting for? She's spinning around because she's finally snapped, right?
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? Another Scary Movie spoof as well, by the way. I used to think this was the coolest shit ever, this scene. I used to think, man, Jennifer Love Hewitt. She's, staring down like the villain. What are you waiting for? And, the boobs and the whole thing, right? Spinning around. What are you waiting for? Does this hold up?
No, not at all. I hated it. I hated it.
I did too. I fucking hated it. The second time around, let me tell you something. For this review, I was like, this is fucking terrible. That's terrible.
Well, and on
God
the heels
damn
of
it.
that scene that we just talked about, where Buffy smashes the mirror, it's
Yeah,
just like, okay, come on,
enough.
melodrama,
It's over the top.
yeah,
It's too much. It's too much. So, it's unfortunate, but that fucking scene doesn't go anywhere. So, okay, instead, let me catch this rationale here. Our gang, Barry, Julie, Helen, are going to go back to Julie's house to see Ray. How do they know Ray was going to be there? Okay, so regardless, Ray is there, and he gets immediately punched in his face by Barry with Barry's broken hand.
yeah.
How the hell did that work? You're going to hit somebody with your broken fucking cast arm? All right. Again, this guy, he's made of stone because he never fucking bleeds. He gets hit a lot in this movie. He never sheds one drop of blood, Ray. His acting is wooden and his face is made of wood. Ultimate pacifist is what I have written in my notes here. So Ray doesn't want to fight Barry after he gets knocked the fuck out. Instead, he wants to talk about how he got a note. And there is a funny line again from Barry who delivers it. Julie got a body in her trunk. Helen got her hair chopped off. I get run over with a car, and you get a note. That seems balanced. Kind of funny line.
Yeah.
All right, so the comedy is just roaring in.
Yeah.
So they get a yearbook, and Billy Blue is in the yearbook. He's there, as plain as the nose on my face. He is there in the book, and Julie is going to go out to the Egan household. She's going to go out by herself. Bad idea. Helen is going to go into the parade with Barry as security, and Ray is going to continue to do what Ray does, which is nothing. Where the fuck did Ray go? He went back to work, apparently. So let me ask you this. What the fuck sense does this make here? They find a Billy Blue in the yearbook, but later on it's revealed that the boat that Ray works on is named the Billy Blue. What are the chances that he picked the boat's name and there was also a Billy Blue in a yearbook of the date that we needed to find this person? What
0.
the fuck's that? Yeah, what the hell is that?
There is a 0% likelihood that would happen coincidentally.
God damn it!
Like
Writers being cute.
So I don't know. Maybe you can help me. Like I don't get it. Like the best friend or whatever. This guy who's supposedly like Billy Blue. That I'm confused because that person doesn't really exist, but they found him in a yearbook nevertheless.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Like
that person is Ray.
right.
Right? So how in the fuck did Ray come up with an alias based on the boat that he works on? Real fucking brilliant there.
Yeah.
And they find him in a yearbook. Motherfucker. What is this guy talking about?
Like that just, I mean, what a plot hole. Like
What
that
a
just
massive,
doesn't make
gaping
any
plot
sense. And like just to keep this remotely mysterious, shame.
For shame. For fucking shame. So, all right. Helen gonna go to the parade. And during the parade, she sees fishermen all over the fucking place. She's getting faked out by fishermen left or right. Barry's gonna tackle an old man fisherman. Almost
And not
kills
apologize.
This guy. Not apologize. Almost his second kill of the fucking movie. Barry almost as prolific as a killer as the Hook Man.
Yeah.
Because that guy he tackled looked like he was on death's door. So Julie goes to Missy's. Missy is going to answer more questions, apparently, because she's so desperate for attention. Is apparently going to, after she like lunges at her with a knife needlessly. I don't know what the hell that was all about. Another weird jump scare from Missy.
I don't think Missy knew what that was about.
I know. She was like all fucking weird zombie.
You want to help me skin a squirrel?
Right, yeah, because she like does taxidermy or some shit. So, all right, Missy is going to divulge the fact that her brother actually died from suicide, and he killed himself because he left a note. And then when she reveals the note, it's like a brand new note too. It's hilarious. They didn't try and like age it at all. So it's the same handwriting as the guy who had been sending Julie a note. I know what you did last summer. It says basically, I I never forget last summer or something like that. I never forgot last summer. So it comes to Julie. The light bulb moment. He didn't have a tattoo. That's not my brother. Get out of my house. Now they're in the yard, by the way. So the script, she should have just said, "Get off my property." But
I thought the same thing, and like I was watching the movie with Jacqueline, and I almost said something to her, but I'm like, I won't make this any worse.
Get out of my house. They're outside. So all right, we couldn't just make an adjustment on the fly. We had to stick with the script. So okay, we're gonna get out of my house, off my property, out of my yard. Julie isn't now. She's convinced it's not David Egan. That's not who we hit. Okay, so that revelation has come to light. Is it 100% the guy we hit now? Is it Ray, Murderious Mike? Who is it? Who is the killer? Is Ray really? I like that. All right. You're convinced that it's Ray based on the way he's acting, or the fact that we can't track him down in this fucking movie at all?
It's heavily put on the audience that this is what they're trying to do.
They're leading them there.
They're leading them along, thinking it's Ray. Now,
Absolutely.
Do you fully feel that is the truth? Of course not. But that's what they're setting it up as.
All right. Well, listen. This is what we're at.
All right. Well,
we have to continue on. This is what we're gonna do.
We didn't want to get here, but we're here now. So
here we are.
Helen is gonna go to the pageant with Barry. Barry's gonna set up shop as security in the empty balcony. 1 year ago, all of the friends were cheering her. Now it's just Barry watching her observe the other, the proceedings of this new next year's pageant. The fisherman is going to go up into the balcony and just battle Barry. Okay, we see a shadow, and then he gets the hook and the whole fucking thing. Beats Barry down to a bloody pulp with that hook. Beats him and beats him and beats him. Shivs him over and over. Moment of silence for Barry. That's number 2. Why does everyone in the crowd hold Helen from pleading to help Barry? What is that? What is that about? Is that what would happen in a crowd? People would be like,
man.
Stay here, miss.
No, it's like,
Older.
especially nowadays, like putting your hands on anyone, especially a young woman, like you got to be crazy to do that without like really good reason.
I mean, like, I guess the default was she's insane, right? Like she needs to be held back. Like,
this beauty queen has spontaneously lost her mind. Quick, everyone restrain her before she does anything.
Not a good job. Also not a good job by the cop who goes up to investigate this quote-unquote murder that he doesn't believe.
Yeah.
Very dismissive policeman, by the way. Goes up there, cursory search, misses bloody fucking banisters and shit. If this guy got hacked to death, there would be blood every fucking where, right? You would assume.
Yeah.
Not a good job by the cops. Murderious Mike, is Helen completely fucked now that Barry's dead? You would have to assume, right?
That's the vibe, yeah. But
yeah, I mean, this movie is going to turn into a chase scene, essentially.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. This whole point in the film is like, I don't want to say distasteful, but it's just like it's forced. It's it's a lot of that, like, this happened, so now this is gonna happen, and now that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Well,
I agree with you.
There's so I actually paused right at this movie to like just grab a drink and a snack, and I couldn't believe how much time lapsed. And then it just got me thinking, like, this movie is like 80% exposition. And then, like, at this point, it's like the director's, like, just rushing to get the fucking thing done. It's like, okay, well, we have all this set up, but we promised a movie, so...
we gotta pay off something.
Yeah.
It's so true. It is a lot of fucking setup to get here. And I have to tell you, they went around their elbow to get to their nose, because this could have been done a different way by a long shot, but... then again, How the fuck do I know? This guy got paid for this script, so good on him. The cop takes Helen home, but there's going to be a roadblock, and he's going to go take the alley instead. Huh? If he's the cops, why wouldn't he just go around the roadblock? He put the fucking thing there, right? Presumably, but I guess not. So he goes down to the alley, and then there's going to be a car that's broken down, and he's going to go and help. And needless to say, Helen is in the back of the cop car, so she cannot get out. Why was Helen put in the back of the cop car? I don't know. This whole thing doesn't make a lot of sense. So the cop's going to get out and not tell dispatch and not put his lights on. He's just going to get out, and he's going to go up to this broken down vehicle in a dark alley. If there's a cliche about a horror movie, it would be this right here. This whole thing, right this moment. This is cliche as fuck. Helen is going to yell to the cop as the cop approaches, "That's him! It's the killer!" Distracting the cop to get the hook to the guts. So this is one of 2 times that the potential heroine is going to distract the hero from saving the day. The cop looks back, goes, "Huh?" and then gets a fucking the hook to the guts. A moment of silence for the deputy. Murderious Mike, what are we up to?
We're at 3.
3. Deputy so-and-so. How predictable was this?
Very.
Ultra.
Dude, as soon as I saw the roadblock, I'm like, okay. And then he says, we're going to take the alley, which, like, when is that ever a good idea? Regardless of what situation you're in. Like, oh, I know. We'll take the alley.
A different road. Would you take an alley?
We'll go down Murder Lane. That's a good idea.
Yeah. That connects with Distracted Boulevard, as I remember. So Helen kicks the window out and bolts. All right, good for you, Helen. I like that. And she's just going to start running. The entire rest of the movie is her running. Julie is going to more researching, because, the internet. And the research reveals Ben Willis is the father of the dead Susie Willis. He's possibly the fisherman. So Julie has got more information now than any other character in the movie. I'll explain why this makes no sense later on. Helen is going to go to the family store. She's running throughout the whole town. The town is, I guess, deserted, even though there was just a fucking parade. She's going to go in. Elsa, the bitchy sister, is still in the fucking establishment, really slow with the keys. The fisherman's in hot pursuit. Was this tense? Did you guys think that there was going to be a moment here that she could be killed at the last second?
I did. I thought we were looking at her big scene. I thought she was going to, like, get a hook in the back and then slam into the glass door. And
same. And he's, like, marching towards her, which did, like, amp up the stress level a little bit. So I thought that was pretty good. We do get the door open, though. And apparently the fisherman then diverted a different direction because she's nowhere to be found. There's another entrance to this store, though. Why? Why was it even open? The store is closed. It is open, though. So Elsa is going to go to the back and lock up shop. Well, the door closes right as Elsa gets around that corner to open up the door. And she is going to get hooked for her effort. She's going to get stuck as well. Moment of silence for the bitchy sister Elsa. Slow as hell, and not slow with the tongue, but slow with the movements.
Yeah.
And when Elsa gets murdered, she gets hooked by the hookman, this causes Helen to hang up the phone and stop reaching out to the police. Murderious Mike, why did this make her stop calling the police? Why did she give up on the phone call?
I got no smart-ass comment for this. This is just bad.
You got nothing. I got nothing. All right. Well, I don't know why. It's my smart-ass comment. I have no idea why. There's a big chase throughout this department store, essentially, is what's going to happen here, right? So she hangs up the phone. We don't need the cops anymore. She's going to go downstairs and try and find her sister, who's obviously dead. The music goes off. The lights go off. And the fisherman is under a plastic tarpaulin. How did the fucking fisherman get under that tarpaulin after doing all that stuff? Doesn't seem possible. It also doesn't seem possible to know why she doesn't just break a window and leave the department store. But she never does, goddammit. She's respectful of her parents' place.
Family property.
I like that about her. She's a very respectful young woman. So, okay. The jump scare out of the plastic. Scary, not scary. Murderious Mike, you first.
Startled.
Startled. So startled?
So startled.
Okay. Dr. J.
So I saw it coming, but I liked it anyway. Like it was fun.
I liked it because you saw him and he is there, and she's like staring at it, and she's like, what's gonna happen here? And it's a jump out routine, and I did like it as well. I thought that actually held up okay. With the four or five scares in this movie, this is one of the more effective ones. I will say.
Yeah.
All right, so we're running around the store, man. We're gonna use some sort of weird pulley elevator. And we're going to jump out of the window. Helen survives the fall in her pageant dress, picks an alleyway to go towards the parade, smart, go towards people, fireworks going off, the whole thing. But she chooses the alleyway with a mountain full of tires in it, all stacked up all over the place. Why were the fucking tires there? What the hell is going on in that alleyway? There's more tires than I've ever seen in my life.
A lot of tires.
So Helen picked wrong. She looks back for no reason. He ain't there. Trust the Gordons, fisherman. He's in front of you, and he gets the hook deep inside Alan. A moment of silence for Helen. She died in Tire Alley, if you will. Back in the day, I thought that was actually very scary, that you could be dying in front of people and them not even know that you were dying. I thought that's a cool idea to play with. And I think they kind of did that here. I thought the cuts were really good, editing-wise. She looked like she was, like, fighting them off. Where are we at, Murderous Mike?
We are at 5.
5. So I'm going to get there, aren't I? Oh,
that's
5.
Debatable.
Yeah, I think that is debatable. Did we count the first guy? The
Max
character,
was the first.
David Egan died.
But that's off camera, though.
That's
exactly.
Off camera.
Exactly.
So maybe, but the antagonist still got him. I don't know. Whatever.
So there's the list of what we have been seeing so far is 5, but there are more deaths. It's just not on camera.
Off-camera deaths.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe my number included David Egan.
So far, we got Barry, the deputy, Elsa, and Helen.
Yeah, I think that's everybody. Which is kind of insane because the movie still has like 20 minutes to go. Julie can't find Helen because Helen's fucking dead. And goes to the docks to see Ray, who sort of gets what Julie is saying. Like, she like breaks down what the fuck is going on. I think it's this Ben Willis character. I don't think we actually hit David Egan that night, the whole fucking thing. And Ray is like, oh, okay, why don't you come on my boat and I'll tell you all about it. And she looks, and the boat has got the name Billy Blue on the side. Big reveal. Julie runs away, and as Ray looks guilty of everything, always. He always looks guilty. He's got a guilty face. He says always the wrong things. I don't know what the hell is going on with Ray. He's just a fucking weird guy. If you did all that research, and you have all this information, Murderous Mike, why the fuck would you think it was Ray?
Yeah, at this point, it's a little like, come on.
Why? What would lead her to fucking think? Like, maybe she thinks it's like the ultimate swerve? While he's like trying to get her to coax her to get on the boat in a really awkwardly weird way, the only thing that I could think was the Always Sunny line of, because of the implications. The only thing I could think of. And then, of course, Mac, are these women in trouble? Are these women in danger? Or whatever the hell the line is. She runs. She's going to flutter away. And Ray is going to say, run after her, obviously. Julie! Looking guilty all the way. Now he's like chasing her for no reason. Ray gets clotheslined by an old fisherman. I mean, just rocked. And he goes down, like, for the count. This guy's getting his ass kicked all movie long. So she runs onto a stranger's boat. Why would she trust a stranger more than Ray? It's just the kindness of a stranger? Anything to add here, Dr. J, or no? Nothing?
No, I mean, like, in her defense, I guess, she just saw the boat was named Billy Blue, and, like, I don't know, she's all screwed up. But,
she's just fucked up. She's all backwards now.
But, yeah, it's weird.
In the cabin of the boat, where the stranger's boat, rather, it turns out to be Ben Willis's boat, everyone, okay? So, the cabin of the boat has got pictures and news articles, and what I found curious of what was on his personal cabin on the boat, is that there were pictures of the same fucking day that we're in right now on the bulkhead of the ship. So how the hell is he developing these photos? Is he at a dark room downstairs? What the hell is going on here? How is he able to do that?
You gotta wonder. I don't know. I thought the same thing. Just
huge
like,
plot hole.
Yeah.
He said, what are you doing out here running around? You should be out here partying and drinking and running people over with your car. And that line obviously gets Julie to finally understand. She's run onto the killer's boat. Unbelievable. So what is Julie going to do? When you're Julie and you're in danger, what do?
Stay put.
Yeah, you run, right? You run around a boat.
Well, what I mean is, like, she doesn't jump off the boat. Like,
Yeah.
she stays on it. She actually goes further into the boat, away from where she would want to go.
And deeper, somehow still deeper into the boat. So Julie is trapped on a boat, is what my notes say. And but literally, I'm going to read you my note verbatim. Can she not swim? Jump, bitch. Why can't she just jump off the boat, Murderious?
That's what I mean. It's like, what the heck?
She doesn't have a flotation device.
It's not safe. It's not safe to do. It's safer to be on the boat and risk not drowning. So she can't. She's strapped on the boat. She's trapped. And Ray is going to jump on the boat as well. Apparently, he's gonna get a fucking small craft, drive that small craft up to the boat, jump on hero status, climb all the way onto the boat. They're running around. She's evading the killer left and right. Yada yada yada. Julie then distracts Ray with a Ray, and he turns and looks at her, and then he gets punched and knocked overboard of the boat. Now that's the second time the heroine has decided to distract the male protagonist to get knocked over or killed in some way. I thought it was going to wind up killing Ray, personally. Immortal Dr. J, do you often scream for the person who's helping you?
Always.
Let him do what he's doing.
Yeah. No, and I thought the same thing on both of those ones that you pointed out. I was like, wow, she just totally got that guy killed. Yeah.
I know. It's
like,
fucking
he
awesome.
had a shot. It wasn't necessarily a good one, but he did have it until
Could have done more than he did.
Took it away.
Trying to look at her and go, ooh.
Yeah.
Julie runs throughout the bowels of the boat, all kinds of different compartments, and a nice chest filled with dead people, and the whole fucking thing. So this is obviously the exciting conclusion, right? Ray is going to again climb a net now. He got knocked over. He's in the drink. He's going to climb a net now and go all the way to the top of the fucking boat and gain access back to the ship again. What the fuck? Amazing.
Yeah.
He's got athleticism oozing out of his ears. No charisma, athleticism. Ray is on board. He gets back. Can't fucking be. But against all odds, the fisherman finds Julie and screams. Obviously, the scream is very good. She has, again, a hell of a scream on her. She can scream that ass off. Ray with the save. The giant hook pulley system to the fucking Ben the fisherman's face knocks Ben off of his feet. Ray offered Julie the hand, and I thought she was going to pull away again. I swear to God, I thought she was going to be like, well, maybe you're still the killer. Ben the fisherman is not dead. False kill. He's still alive and hits Ray with the wrong side of the hook. I don't know why Ray didn't die here. I guess they wanted Ray to live. Wouldn't normally you think that he would get the hook to the fucking face? I thought, personally.
Yeah.
Why did he live?
I think so.
Like,
It just for sequel potential. I think
That's
really
it.
what it is.
Yeah.
It's the only thing. I guess you're right. Like, he would have to be, because there's really no other reason to keep Ray around.
Yeah.
Ben, the fisherman, the bad guy, the hookmaster general, he's going to go for the kill on Julie, and he's going to raise his hand up with the hook and get it stuck in a line, unsuspectingly, somehow, like a comedy of errors here. Doesn't get to kill Julie, gets the hand stuck in a bunch of lines. Ray is going to hit the release on the lines, taking the winch up. And so does Ben, all one-armed all the way up to the top, and it removes Ben's hand as it hits that pulley. He falls into the water. Hook remains in the net. Really, really, really bad effect.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking plastic hand. No blood, no nothing. It's just a hand. No body. The fisherman goes into the water as well. And back on land, we cannot find the body of Ben Willis, the hook man. Do you have any idea why this man would be trying to kill you? And they simultaneously say no, which was sort of a funny moment because I guess the pact is still intact. After all of that, after all of our death-defying feats, we've been chased, we've chased, we've run back and forth, the whole thing. They still refuse to tell the police any truth on what exactly all happened. Murderious Mike, would you be forthright with the police at this point, or no? We're still going to hold on to it.
Holding strong.
Never tell. Never. You ain't no rat, Murderious Mike.
No, ain't no snitch.
You ain't no snitch. You never talk to the police. I ain't seen shit, is what you say. We're back at college. Ray is the boyfriend again. All is right with the world. Do you take him back just because he saved your life? I guess so. I guess it's the least you could do. I mean, am I right? No, I'm not. Okay, so it's shower time at college, and the mail is also here simultaneously, of course. So we're going to get off the phone with Ray, and at the same time, we're going to look at this note in the same handwriting as the note we got earlier that said, I know what you did last summer. And it's a false start. It's a false scare, because it's for like a pool party or some shit, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. It's not the killer returned. Except when we go back into the shower, it's fucking written in steam, I still know. And then the fisherman jumps out of the glass shower door. Julie screams, credits roll, sequel right around the corner. I remember being very hyped leaving the theater. I don't know why I was very hyped leaving the theater, but is the last scare worth a shit? Immortal Dr. J, go.
No, it's not.
It's so stupid. Really, really, really stupid. I thought personally, but okay. So, were you excited for the sequel?
It would have been better. I'm sorry. It would have been better if they just left it with the note and didn't have him like jump out at her. Like, but I don't know, the whole fucking thing. Just
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Agreed. The whole fucking thing. Leaving the theater when you guys saw it together, were you excited for the sequel? You were like, I can't wait for this. It's gonna be awesome.
Skipping for joy out the theater.
Skipping for joy. Yeah. I mean, on the real, right? I mean, you were probably like, oh my god, this is so fucking awesome.
Yeah, I do. I actually did think like the way it ended was kind of cool back then.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow, like that really more than anything. That was like the feeling. It's like, oh, whoa, you know, like.
Is this a horror movie for middle schoolers?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
especially back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Okay, we'll go final thoughts. The credits roll. Our heroine is in danger. Will we ever find out the fate of Julie James? We may never know. Because I don't know that we're going to be reviewing it on this podcast. So, Dr. J, give me some of your final thoughts.
Well, I was kind of all over the map on this because, it was a long time ago that I saw this originally. I went into the rewatch yesterday with lower expectations than the movie actually delivered. So I was kind of pleasantly surprised. But then, like I said earlier, it was just so long and really like so very little happened. And like the characters are not charismatic. Even though these were like teen heartthrobs, at the time, like they don't bring any riz with them onto the screen, man. They really don't. And like they're just kind of spending a lot of the movie like running around chasing their own tails, and I don't know. I just in this, especially in this day and age, I don't want to like destroy it, but it wasn't very good. Let's just say that.
I loved this movie when I was a young man. I really loved it. And I went into this movie wanting like a nostalgia bomb kind of moment, like we had with Scream. Like I wanted to go into this thing and go, "Oh my god, remember this? Oh my god, remember that?" Not fully, I guess. I hadn't seen this movie probably since it came out. I hadn't seen this movie in forever. I thought the cast, looking back on it, the cast is good. It's got a pretty damn good lineup. The story, it lacked a lot. The script was terrible. It just didn't hold up. The nostalgia bomb was a dud, and it did not hold up to modern eyes looking at it. In my opinion, I thought the cast is still good. I thought it's just so light on the scares. I thought I had a good villain. The villain was imposing.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily want him to be a fucking fisherman who's just like using his boat to kill women or whatever the fuck. I just didn't want that, I guess. And I just didn't. I don't think it could overcome the bad. Either it was a bad script or bad acting or both, a combination potentially. It just didn't do it for me. For all of these reasons. And I'll save my pumpkin rating till Murderous Mike's final thoughts. Murderous Mike, what do you have?
Yeah, it's it just doesn't hold up to the test of time. Like it's back then, it fit, the criteria, especially the demographic. Was essentially us back then, and like there's some parts in it that would get interest from other parties and such, but its main target was basically the young male audience, I would say.
Yeah.
But with a lot of how the movie was handled, both like with the kills, the scares, a lot of it was just spoon-fed, forced upon the audience, and it's just, I don't know. It's just, there's other movies we've talked about where the same formula was done, but it worked, and it was just there was just like more charm, I guess, in the films. Like this was just dry.
Yeah, it was,
and the acting was. It was nothing excelled in this film. There was a lot of like meh points with a lot of like, wait, what?
So it was vanilla. I will give you that. My thing with it too was I wanted so badly to be in this film's corner, which is why I put it on the calendar. I didn't put it on the calendar to fucking tear it apart like this. But with that being said, like I wanted, because Scream, right? The direct comparison to Scream, it's made because they're pretty similar films. They're like film adjacent. It's a total step down from Scream. It's got nothing to do. Scream is that good though, so I guess it's unfair to compare the two.
Well, it compares itself to Scream. I mean, like that.
Fair point.
Mm-hmm.
That's
a good
that.
point, man. both literally, like they literally. On the trailer, on the movie poster, it literally compares, and then you're doomed to fucking fail if you're not going to bring the goods, and it just did not bring the goods. Pumpkin ratings. Murderous Mike, give me your pumpkin rating. 1 out of 5. I mean, 1 through 5, I should say.
I think I'm going to give it a 2.
2 pumpkins?
Yeah.
Yeah, you stole my answer. I also gave it a 2 pumpkins. Just didn't. It maxes out at 2, man. I want I wanted to look harder at it and find another half in there somewhere. There's just not another half.
Well, I was even considering going half down.
You're going lower, maybe, huh? Yeah.
It wasn't that bad in my opinion.
Right.
Like it just didn't age well. There's a lot about it that was like meh. So I feel 2 is a good answer on my part.
Dr. J, what do you have for your pumpkin rating?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was going back and forth between like a 2 and a 2.5. I feel like 2.5 would be exactly half, but then like it doesn't deserve that. So I don't know if anyone's ever given this score before, but I'm going to give a 2.25.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two and a quarter. I like that.
Like it wasn't horrible by any stretch. It just it underperformed. And and there's no good reason for it, you know.
I think that what's intriguing to me is the non-reboot sort of sequel that they just came out with. This movie kind of turned me off of watching that because I've seen enough of this subject matter, but in a way, I'm kind of intrigued too because maybe, just maybe, there's a story in there. Maybe they could correct the wrong that was done here a little bit. Like maybe give us a little more story. But just the premise itself that another group of kids hit another person, and this is the same town, this all happening, and they're going to dump the body again. That premise is not fucking clicking for me. And that is a bow on I Know What You Did Last Summer. The next assignment for our Mavens out there is 2019's Midsummer. Summer is here, so we're going to do all types of summer-type movies, and what's a better movie than Midsummer to get us into the spooky summer season that we've entered into? That's your new assignment, folks, for next week. We thank you so much for listening. We want to hear some feedback from you. We want to hear from you, right? Drop us a line on Podbean, Instagram, TikTok, all the things that we've set up and we're posting all the time, all the live long day on. Give us some movies you'd like us to review and just about anything else. Drop us a line just to see what's cooking. In the meantime, enjoy those horror movie viewing experiences out there. Stay scary. For Murderious Mike and Immortal Dr. J, I'm Badluck Bill. We'll see you on the flip side.